30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine. Off each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Get it.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Michel. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
They'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
47, hey, exit. Check, 47. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Michel. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Locke taking the snap and 1. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Rock it now.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's good for 28 yards.
And the Broncos
Scoreless. 60 Pittsburgh.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Chance. He's coming. Double up.
Pilot, 64, weak. Lightning.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ready, 50, plant.
Right 54. They can't handle that.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The tackle made by Todd Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You draw Corker.
Watch twins.
Go.
2nd down and goal. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Wild Bill. Shift.
6'6", bullet high, on the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now, they went draw play there on third down around the goal line, something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call. But it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end. But they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 50. Fair. Go.
Throwing his lock on third down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Lock now. 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
General West.
On first down, Lock. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
15 line. Hey, Echo. Mike 51.
Lock now on first down. A little check down to Lindsey. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to right around. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Block 54. I'm coming after you.
Cut.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Lock. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards, the final tally.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 52.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
51 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke. They'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They toss to Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Go. Check. Crunch.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Nice hit, boy.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Okay, double up. Hey. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Jet 31.
Go.
Clock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
54. I know he ain't got it. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Right there, 54 Mike. Drop deep.
Here's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Locke. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. Or maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Shoot.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now this one complete on the slant route. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. Kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
60 Pittsburgh. 54, Mike, 54.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Matchbox lights. On the ball. To go.
Here's Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.